Well then, maybe since we're starting so late tonight, more of you have been able to see our awesome intro trailer. So great.
Daya saw it. She said she loves it.
Thank you, Daya. It's cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, it's super duper cool.
Duper duper.
Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, hi, how are you?
Oh, wait. Is this the debut day? Is this
It's
the day where we
debut day.
debut Paris's musical debut of possibly the best and final version of the Christian Anything?
Yeah, I'm
jingle?
not writing anymore. And also my name is MC Queen P. I fell. Okay?
MC Queen.
Queen P.I.F.L.
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 That's your rapper name.
And you just need that siren sound.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 8:45 and we're ready to go. Come hang out with your friends on the Sevenfold. We got Rachel, Jenny, Paris, and producer man Paul coming at you live to beat with all of y'all. We're gonna make you laugh. Yeah, we're so hilarious, but don't forget about the Saints. Be serious. We know you shenaned once and we're gonna shenan again. Don't forget to comment and share with a friend. Here we are. Yeah, anything can happen. You gotta get ready, buckle up and strap in. It's time to get started. Yeah, we're on a roll. Welcome y'all, the Christian Anything Show.
Woo! That was really good. That was super awesome.
That was epic.
I gave you some disco balls during it.
I think
I like it. I
think
like
that earned you your rapper name.
P.I.F.L. for real.
Queen MC.
Queen P.I.F.L. MC Queen P.I.F.L. Oh my god.
Bars. Mic drop.
Bars.
Bars. Thank you.
Paris.
You know, I would just like to I accept my Grammy. And I would just like to thank, you know, the one true homie, Jesus Christ. Love you, Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
And I'd like to thank my producer, Paul. And I'd like to thank the ultimate inspiration for this, you know, very close, dear friend of mine. He's like a brother to me, you know, Jacob Price. Got to give it up for Pastor Price in this house. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Hey, that
Yes.
was 100 times better, maybe a higher
Yes.
percentage better than what's his name at the Grammys?
Dante.
Dante Bo. Mr. I was supposed to be a Christian music artist, but I totally
Shade.
forgot about that.
What are you most excited to see? Oh, yeah, I'm most excited to see Lil Nas X perform. Yeah.
You know, Mr. Demonic music himself.
Brutal.
Oh, it was so bad.
Oh my gosh. So yeah.
Here we are.
Miss America. Every time I
So
think,
you
"Here
said that,
she
my
is,
brain immediately
Miss
was-
America.
In sync intro. Here we go.
Oh wow, our brains went 3 different directions on that one.
Squirrel.
Girl, they're everywhere.
Mine was here. She is Miss America.
She's beauty and she's grace.
She's Miss United States.
Oh my
hashtag, I will watch any movie that Sandra Bullock is in, period.
But
No,
really
it's
though, she's so great. I was
Julia
watching
Roberts.
Ocean's 8.
Oh, that was a good one. I
She
didn't know
was
how I was going to
so
feel,
good in that movie though.
but I liked it. I liked it a lot. I did.
She was great.
There's so many of those
She's great.
movies. I saw them once and refused to watch them again, so I don't.
But
Was
this
that
was
them?
like the redo. It was like the lady version, kind of
Oh,
like the
gosh,
Lady
no.
Ghostbusters version.
It was good though.
The
All
lady,
the people who make the Ocean's movies, they do a good job.
Yeah, but
There was a summer when Ocean's 13 was on HBO on like the channels, and my sister and I we would just watch it like every day one summer. This was years and years and years and years and years ago. It was just such a good movie.
Wow.
I got
Okay.
nothing to say. Wow. Okay, so here's a funny story. My whole life I've been telling Ginny stories, and my family has talked about Ginny stories all the time. And I just hit me the other day, and I'm like, they're not Ginny stories. I have ADHD, and no one noticed. People I'm just telling a whole story, and then I completely lose my train of thought, and then I don't even say the point of the story, and everyone's like, "What was the point of that story?" And I'm like, I don't really know. I just started talking, and it seemed great, so I kept talking. I'm like, no one saw the signs. I don't know. It was just something funny. Just something funny that hit me last week.
I have that too, but my family doesn't have a good name for it.
Yeah, no, they branded it. That was my first brand right there.
I like it. My mom, it just kind of like, usually it's when she's cutting up something, like she's prepping dinner or something. And I'm just like, yeah. And and my mom's like, you just, yeah, I don't know. She's like, okay.
Truth, man. That's exactly how it happens. So we don't have anything to talk about tonight, so it's gonna be a great show. Hey, everybody.
I sent you guys the thingy. Did you look at it with that pasta?
Let's talk about the dude. Cue us up,
the
Paris.
pasta. There's a pasta. Dion Henderson. Do you know him?
With a K. It was a Keon.
I do
Oh,
find
Keon.
this interesting that this blew up on social media recently, but apparently it happened years ago.
Oh,
It was not, from my understanding, it wasn't recent because this whole situation blew up, he was actually being interviewed by somebody or at some point, and he said it was a couple of years ago and that someone was dredging this up.
So the videos made the rounds again. That makes sense.
And
That's
he had already
interesting.
addressed it like a couple of years ago or something, he said. And then
Okay, so what did he say?
yeah. So there's like two videos. There's this guy. So the one is the lady. It's like there's worship happening and there's like a moment of silence. Like, you know how like when you're in worship and like the worship kind of like gets to that point and you're just like in reverence and it's usually like a silent moment.
The holy hush.
Well, alleged lady was like, and he went over there and he was like, be quiet, shut up. Or I don't know if he said shut up, but he was
didn't say
basically
shut
like,
up.
shut your mouth, hush, stop talking, stop it. And people online were like, how dare he, the keyboard warriors, how dare he interrupt the flow of the
How
spirit?
dare.
How dare he stop that woman from worshiping? How dare he? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You religious spirit people. Da-da-da. And then this clip of this interview went viral where he was like, no, like I'd been talked to her about her behavior. It wasn't the time or place. Like it wasn't it. And then so people then took his interview and were like, well, is it real? Was she actually being a distraction? Was it actually a spirit, or does he have this spirit? And then I saw another video that was uploaded like a couple days ago where it was, I think that's one I shared to you guys today, where like like praise breaks out and everybody's in a praise break and he's like, no,
And this dude's like,
no,
hush.
stop it.
Wait.
Stop it.
Is this the same guy? Or-
Yeah, same guy.
So here's the thing though. The video that you sent me, praise break is going, but he's not like being upset. He's just like, I mean, not like flamboyantly being upset. He's just like, guys, stop. he's like turning around. He's like, it's not the time. Wait, hold up. And the thing is like people are looking at him and seeing that he's trying to catch their attention, and then they're just keep on keeping on.
Well, like
And
the
I'm
one
like-
lady was like really at it. Like she was like praise,
was
like
in it.
shouting.
And here's the deal, like I'm watching this, and when you were texting me, I was like, look, this man's like not being able to flow with the spirit. Things are happening and he just can't get with it. He's whatever. But then when I was watching it happen, I was like, this might be Holy Spirit, but these people are like disobedient. Like they are not in order. And then he said, he goes, you guys are like, there's a spirit of disobedience in here right now. And I was like, okay. But I'm watching the people, and I think about our church, like we flow with the Holy Spirit, but, and this is what I was telling Paris, like we flow with the Holy Spirit, but if Apostle wants to say something, everybody's going to be quiet so Apostle can say something. And like these people were not letting their leader speak. Like they were just doing whatever they wanted to do. And so I was like, you know what? I'm kind of on his side with that one. From what I know.
I can
I can
can
see that point.
relate like for the first one where
Yeah.
the girl lady, because it was weird. It wasn't like the noise she was making was not like a worshipful noise. So it was more like a you know, and it really wasn't clear that it was demonic or human. Like, you know what I mean? It didn't seem to be purely demonic. So, and if someone has mental health issues or is disruptive or has a history of having issues in a church service, but you continue to allow them to participate, well, you run the risk of them acting up. And at that point, somebody has to calm them down or say stop or move on. You know what I mean? Someone go get them and usher them out, which happens a lot. It's very common in churches. Yeah, that person has to be ushered out every Sunday. But I feel like it was different because he addressed it on the mic. And I bet you there was some usher or somebody like waiting to like go get the lady and stop her anyway. But he felt like it was disruptive enough that he needed to address it right then and there, which honestly, whether you agree with him or not, he's running the service, he's in charge, and he wasn't super disrespectful. He was direct. And the clue, like the really interesting thing about it is she shut up immediately. So it obviously, when it was addressed, it was dealt with immediately. So there was something going on because like she didn't keep wailing, you know what I mean? Like, so I just find it interesting, all the things that like Paris said, keyboard warriors worry about and have to worry about and nitpick. Cause it's like, I wonder how many of these people are even going to church. Like, let's just be real. They want to sit here and comment on everything, and they don't even go to church. Probably
Exactly. That's the other thing is people are quick to make a comment, and you know they don't know what.
That's
they
a
don't
good
really know what's
question,
going on.
April. Yeah, the one I saw, it was the
It seemed
lady.
like it.
She was like,
Yeah.
it was like they had a choir or whatever.
She
and
was
so
definitely
she was up on the
involved.
choir. Like she was
Yeah.
up on the stage.
Yeah.
Which is
She
like,
felt comfortable enough to be like kind of separated from the group. So I'm curious if she was like maybe like the director or like
not
you know
the,
what I mean, like,
not
kinda
the
the
second
person.
one, Jenny, the first one.
the lady who was screaming or whatever.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
like
okay.
up on stage, like in the choir or whatever. But even like now that I'm thinking about it, what is interesting is both videos were involving the worship team. So maybe like the worship team is like, there's like some discourse between the head pastor and then like the team itself, which that's kind of like a meme online
Are
of
you talking
like
about discourse or discord?
this.
Which word are we using? Disagreement, discord, or discourse is talking?
Could be both.
I really want to know. Make sure I understand what you're saying.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to. What's the definition of discourse? Are they
Discourse
Discourse-
is discussion. It's discourse. We're having a discourse right now.
But a Discord
Discord.
is like
okay.
grammar
Awesome.
is not my strong suit?
So discord. Yeah, like so disagreement or
Yeah, which is kind of like, that's kind of like a running like meme on like church online is like, oh, it's the audio team or the AV team versus the worship team versus the pastors, and it's the like, I feel like that gets ramped up a lot.
the interesting thing was that like the worship team for the one that was them when they were on stage praise breaking and they wouldn't stop. Like
Oh, yeah.
they were egging the audience, and the audience was like the audience and them were both at the same place,
And
and
I
like
feel
neither
like-
one of them were coming trying to listen to nobody.
And I think it's a good conversation for like respect of a pastor, because like you're right, like we are very like we'll flow with them in a minute with Holy Spirit, but like our leaders will also catch it and they'll lead it. Like they'll lead, like that is kind of like like they'll lead us in the direction of where Holy Spirit's going. And there have been times like, you know, like maybe like worship team is singing something and like they're like, nah, I don't feel like the Lord's going in that direction. And it's not a bad thing. They're just like, we're just gonna
Redirect.
steer over here. But our church, we respect and value our lead pastors enough that we value apostle, we value prof, that when they do a redirect, that it's like respected and accepted almost
And you do
immediately.
it.
But
They
even
say
if we
this
were
today,
like
we go, okay.
crazy in the glory and everyone was like falling out, like even if it was that level, if apostle wanted us to all hush so he could say something, we would all hush so he could say something. So that's what I was like, man, these people are really not, there is a lack of respect, even if it was Holy Spirit. Like that's a whole.
Sorry.
Oh, Mrs.
Roxy!
Branch,
Hey, girl.
ma'am,
Hey.
wifey,
She a
welcome to the
woman.
show.
New last name.
Does that hand feel so heavy all of a sudden?
I
It's
bet
just so
it feels
heavy with that
extra
ring on it.
heavy. Whew. How you doing, Mrs. Branch?
Branch, I like it.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. She's
we?
married.
Screaming.
Roxy, I just want to tell you, your dress was absolutely breathtaking.
Gorgeous.
You looked
You
amazing.
were gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I was
Listen.
like, my Facebook literally asked me when I was looking at some of the posts, like, would you like to see more of this content? Yes or no? I'm like, yes, hard yes. I want to see all of the wedding pictures. Show me all the things,
I am
please.
not going to lie. I think I got a notification from Facebook at like 3 a.m. and I absolutely was up and like I half open like, oh my gosh, she's so stunning. Oh, she looks like she had a great time. You go, girl. Like I'm half awake, but I'm like, you go, girl. Get your man. I'm happy you married. Yes. And I absolutely put my phone down and went back to sleep.
That's hilarious. We appreciate you.
Appreciate
That's so
ya.
awesome.
This
That's
is
so
the
cool.
season for weddings and engagements.
Yes. I'm
right.
seeing so many people get married and like engaged, and I love it so much. No, I actually wait. That didn't sound like I loved it. I genuinely
love it.
I
love it.
love it. I love celebrating people who get married. Listen, tag me. I'll receive it.
Yeah. Tag.
I love weddings. They are my favorite. Like birthdays, weddings, babies. Like it's
Good.
and her dress was utterly gorgeous, and it just looked like it fit her well, and she had her nails done and her hair, and I wasn't even there, but I was like, yes.
Yes. Queen.
Queen.
Oh, Roxy, those are from Paul.
Somebody
My
else
words,
get
just
married
for
and have
you.
babies so I can be just as excited. I just need to like scream.
Just not over the microphone.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
Listen,
I
my
just
wedding
can't hide
anniversary
it.
is in
Come on,
11
come on,
days.
come on. Yes,
We'll have
10 years.
10
Are you pumped?
whole years
It's
of
a
being
decade.
married. 11 years together.
That's like a third
I'm
of your
excited.
lifetime. How do you feel?
That makes me really happy, actually, to think I have a third of my life has been spent with my husband. Yeah, that makes me happy. I can't wait until it's like all of it.
Almost half my life has been with Paul.
See?
Yeah.
We're at 19 years this summer.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, that is amazing.
That's a lot. That's a testament being married that long. Y'all are both alive.
Man.
You smile at each other. I mean, tops.
This is
No,
for
for real.
us.
For real.
What's
Aw.
19
Paul
years
shot
is
his
something to be
own
proud
fireworks
of.
just for his wife.
Yeah, the only thing is we did
Yeah.
it backwards. Most people have their kids right when they get married. We waited.
what, 16 years
Yeah,
or something?
16 years in to have kids. Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking.
Listen, y'all
but-
were having fun, exploring life.
Yes,
and each
April.
No,
other.
we worked really
Jenny.
hard. We were just working a
Yeah,
lot.
that's good.
That was what we were doing.
Listen,
for
I
16
can't
years.
wait because that is like my like dream is to like be on a porch somewhere in the middle of nowhere with my big old house with all my grandchildren.
That's right.
Sitting on a
Yes.
porch swing with my husband that I've been married to for like 50 years. Like
Yes.
that, you know
I
what? That
am
is
down
what
with
I
that.
hope for you, my sister. I hope that you find a good, wealthy man in the spirit and in the pockets
That's right.
to help take care of you
All kinds of wealth.
and your babies.
All kinds of wealth. Yes.
And
all
I hope y'all get
and Aurelia.
married.
I like that
Yes, all kinds of wealth.
Yes, all the single ladies out there, we really want
is
you
He's
to
my
wealthy
find
in the
your
word,
man.
and he's wealthy in the world.
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If you're a single man out
Let him be
there,
a
hit us up.
Boaz.
We know some single
know
ladies
some.
who are Christian.
got some.
We
We
can
got some
we can
tens
help
over
you
here.
out.
Listen,
we can start our own
Daya knows
dating
how
service.
to cook. Daya knows how to clean. Daya works real hard. Daya,
That's right. Aurelia's
is
over
really
here
funny.
fixing stuff in her own house. She
Aurelia
ain't got no
is su-
business
Aurelia
doing that.
is super
she needs someone
handy.
to come do it for her.
Aurelia knows how to do hair.
That woman needs to
cook.
needs a break.
She really knows
Needs
how
put
to
her feet
cook.
up. She doesn't know how to cook.
Aurelia does a whole bunch of.
Paris knows how to cook too.
I
We
know
know
how
a
to
whole
cook.
bunch of cookers.
I know how to cook. I know how to
Bunch of
clean.
cookers.
I love children. I can take care of 6 kids by myself for days. I got my receipts.
You sure do.
really
Sure
is
do.
like, listen.
I'm real. I can do stuff. I can put together a bookshelf from IKEA. No help. I got you.
You know, that's the whole thing about women. Just because I can
thank
doesn't
you,
mean
sissy.
I want to.
But I want
Just
to.
because I
but
can
like,
don't mean I want to.
like
I want someone over here doing it.
So does,
I can't.
but I would do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go out there and do what you need to do out in the world, and I will stay home
Yeah,
and put
you'll
together
hold
all the
things down.
furniture and I'll hold it down.
That's right.
Hashtag tradwife.
That's right. Word. Get it.
so
It
we
was
need to
never a
start a
phase, Mom.
dating site for trad wife wannabes. Is that what we're discussing?
It's
Is
really
this our
just
new
a Proverbs
entrepreneurial-
31 woman. Okay.
That is
That's
my
all it is.
that's my IG Proverbs 31 woman loading because I've got all my physical
LOL,
attributes.
Paris. What if you were like loading a gun? Like Proverbs 31 woman loading. It's
If
a different
you
spin.
want me at my judges 4,
If you want me at my Proverbs 31, you got to handle me.
April's egging us on. She's like,
Let's
yeah,
do it.
start it.
I want to do it. Let's do it. Welcome to the
Yeah, Daya,
Sevenfold
you
dating
can.
show.
Daya, you can. Let me tell you what. You totally
can.
can be feminine.
You
When
absolutely
when I first dated my husband, he was holding doors open for me. He was Mr. Chivalrous. And I was like, I can do it myself. I'm an independent woman. I've been taking care of myself.
INDEPENDENT.
Do you know what that means? Like I was it. Okay. But no, the Lord is good and he works things out of us and is like, I want you to be loved and cared for. And then it just all works out together.
But you
And
gotta
don't have
also,
to, you don't have to try so hard.
you gotta be open to receive it too, because like
It's
I'm
hard.
not going. Jacob is such like a chivalrous person. Like he'll like if I'm hanging out with the Bryces and I'm like, oh, we're gonna go pick up food, and like I roll with Jacob, like he's like, yeah, I got your door, it's okay, and I'm like, like I like get like, why are you doing that?
Yeah,
who's
that's
holding
what
my
I was
door
gonna say.
open?
Paris is why?
Why? What's wrong with you? Like
Why?
And I had to like, no, this is just how like chivalrous men are just like, yeah, I'm just being nice. Hold your door open. You're a lady.
Can I tell you something funny? When I was real pregnant with our first kid, I hadn't had things broken in like I do now, so I wasn't used to it. So I was so uncomfortable. It was rough. And I remember we're leaving a doctor's appointment. Jacob holds the door open for me. You just rest on that one for a minute, Paris. Jacob holds the door open for me. And I'm walking through the door. And then I'm standing out there. It's the middle of summer. I'm hot. Pray for your September mamas. Okay. And I'm I'm standing there like, can we go to the car? And he's holding the door open for like a solid 60 seconds because like down the hall of the medical building we were in, there was another woman that was coming down the hall. I'm like, you gonna make me wait out here sweating my pregnant self off in the summertime for a full 2 minutes while we wait for this pregnant woman to waddle down the hallway to get to here. I'm like, you got a pregnant woman right here who needs your help. Let's get to the car. Turn the air conditioning on.
I just love that he's like, but there's another pregnant lady coming down. I know. God would hold the door for her.
Do you guys want to hear
hilarious.
a short Rachel and Paul story?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I need to.
Very short. So
Chivalrous, not
I had
controlling.
never,
I can mute.
I had
Rachel.
never had.
I mean,
okay,
Jenny.
I had a few guys like try to date me or romance me, but it was all awkward and they were very weird people. So it's not like.
Rachel's leaving out the fact that when she
And-
was the age that she married Paul, she was looking like a beautiful young Ashley Judd and just flawless skin, flawless hair. Like she was truly like a whole 90s beauty.
Listen,
Anyways, continue.
Her skin is still too flawless for my liking. It's not fair.
Back
Facts.
to my story. So Paul was the first guy who was like normal. That was like trying to like woo me. And I didn't know what to do about it. It was kind of freaking me out. So it was like I think it was Mother's Day or I don't know. It was Easter or something. And Paul had brought me flowers and I freaked out. And I basically told him to his face, I'm like, you just bought these for my mother and I'm giving them to her and I'm telling her they are from you. What? I was so mean because I didn't know what to do. It was weirding me out. He bought me something. I freaked out. There was something I liked at the mall.
There you go.
And he went and bought it and brought it to me. And that weirded me out. I was like, what is going on?
Rachel didn't like those.
And
But
so
they're back,
I
Rachel.
was
These are
honestly, it's kind of a miracle.
Rachel. For you,
Yes,
present.
thank you. It's kind of a miracle we ended up together. It was definitely a God thing because I was not being helpful at in the beginning. Like,
Oh my goodness.
See, this is the part that I can't wait for because like I have not
You can't wait for all the working out?
No, I mean I can't wait for all the flowers and like because it means so much to me. Like I wrote down a list. I was like, when my stepdad started dating my mom, like every Sunday he would bring her flowers. And so she'd have a nice bouquet like every Sunday until like the next week until they saw each other again. And I was like, that's what I want. I want a man that brings home flowers to me every single week. So then I started dating this guy and I told him like, this is what I want. And so then like for a while, like, and then he was like, well, like, when do I get you flowers? I'm like, when you want. Well, why? Because I like them. Like, it's not that hard. I like them. They're pretty. And then like he would do it for a while. And then we had this big fight where he's like, it's a waste of money and I hate doing it.
It is a
and
waste
I was
of
like,
money.
okay, fine. You'll never have to get me flowers again. And then the next time he got me flowers and he's like, why don't you like them? And I'm like, you ruined it because you yelled at me that it was a waste of time. So my point is I can't wait to not have those conversations with the person who's supposed to be my husband. Because he'll just
the
know.
truth.
I'll say in passing conversations, I really like flowers. And he'll be like, noted.
have you seen those
That's right.
those paper card flowers, like this big card that pops open into like a 3D like flower bouquet?
Oh, that's cool.
See, that to me is cool.
I like that.
I don't know. Flowers are great once in a while, but they are a lot of money.
Day of good men do seem to be few and far between. But you know where you can find real good men?
Church,
Church.
the house of the Lord.
It's spelled
In the house of the Lord.
CHURCH. Church. Gotta go.
Google churches near me. Yeah, it works wonders. It's real good.
You start reading that Bible. I'll send you one from Amazon. We'll get you a Bible. You need to start reading the Bible.
That's one of my topics of conversation tonight. I was like, why
yes.
is it? Now, is it just a impulsive shopping thing? Or I don't think it just is though, because so many Christians do it. Why do we love to collect Bibles?
Because we're
If
American.
you collect Bibles, you don't have to be like a collector, but if you get a Bible and then you're like, oh, this one's fun a year later, and you buy a new Bible, and then you're like, oh, this one's cool, and you buy a new Bible a year later. If you are like that, can you let us know in the chat? Can you, even if you're watching it on the replay, you can be like, yes, a serial Bible purchaser.
Here's the thing.
Cannot stop.
You
Can't stop, won't
write
stop.
and highlight in the one, so then you're like, but then you go through a new season where you're learning new stuff. So then you got to add notes and highlights in another one, but your one that you have is already highlighted and notated. So then you got to go get another one for your new notes and your new highlights. But then also you may go through a season where you're like, I'm not reading the ESV no more. I'm going to read the NLT. I'm not going to read the NLT. I'm going to read the NET instead. So then you got to get different translations. And then if you're really into it, then you got to like do all three at the same time. Like you're like, I don't know. I don't want to say a wizard, but like
Everything you're saying is making perfect sense to
Or
me.
you go
I'm
off
like,
the
yes, this is
rails
straight
and
facts.
you only do the PIV.
I mean, here's Rachel's collection right here.
go completely off
Look,
the rails. And do
I
the
got
PIV.
they're blurred out, but all these are Bibles.
All those are
of them.
Bibles. Yeah. I realized
It's not even all of them. I got another site that big downstairs.
I got like 5. I have
It's an
in-
American thing. We can afford it here. Other countries are like scrambling to get one Bible or even a part of a
Way
Bible,
to
and
bring
here we
the
are
guilt
collecting
in.
them.
I was feeling fine. Until
It's the
then.
Jewish in her. It's the Jew.
It's the Jew in her.
She got to lay on the guilt.
No, that's the mother in her.
That too.
No, it is.
I joke. I love the Jews. See my rings. Hashtag
See my
Jew-
rings.
I'm
This
Jewish
is
coded.
proof. I love Jews. I wear Jew jewelry.
My family's Jewish, I promise. I was talking to Passover Seder. My cousin's roommate was there, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I love your Tree of Life ring." And I'm like, "Oh wow, I love your Tree of Life ring." And she goes, "Where'd you get yours?" Israel. "Where'd you get yours?" Israel. I'm like, nice.
Where was this?
She's got street cred, people.
At my cousin's house, they had a Passover Seder,
Nice.
which is
I'm
a
excited
Jewish
for you for
Passover
that.
Seder is very different than like a Messianic Christian Passover Seder. I got the seat next to that. I got the seat that is next to Elijah's seat. So that definitely felt weird.
Oh, the empty seat for Elijah.
Yes. I was like looking
In
over
case
like,
he decides to come back.
Elijah, you in heaven, right? You not gonna come down at this table?
Not that particular table, too. Like,
I was about to say, I'm like, I wonder if
he
it has
comes
an
back,
extra
which Jewish
significance.
table is he going to pick? Because there's a lot.
Don't pick mine, Elijah. I won't know what to do. I'll start praying in tongues, and these people aren't ready.
Maybe that's the salvation experience they need to convert right there.
Yeah, my goodness.
Some spirit. "Pff, I'm Elijah. No, you not.
Mighty God.
That was pretty funny.
So was that our something serious this week? Was talking about
I
why
don't
we
care
buy
who you are. It's
Bibles?
funny right there. Hey, Jay.
Hello, Jay.
Okay, Jay, now that you're here, Paris has something to tell you.
Jay, you know, I was thinking a long time about this, and I was praying real hard on it. I had to go to the prayer closet with this, Jay. And you're right. Happy belated Mother's Day to all the mamas.
Yes.
Yay. Okay, so Jay, as I was saying,
Serious.
this is really hard for me to say, and I am almost in tears. I'm just thinking about it, but I would like to repent to you, Jay, our loyal listener, our loyal follower, for saying that the Aladdin Will Smith version was trash. I would just like to repent for that. I have learned nothing.
She said it the other week, Jay, and I was like, "Oh, do you like it now?" And she goes, "No, I don't." I'm like, "Then why are you repenting?" She goes, "I don't know."
Because
I don't like it.
still in my head, rent free, the Pharisees and Sadducees were wrong too. Okay, or they thought that they were right too. Okay.
Slay, for real though.
The last thing I will be compared to on this earth is a Pharisee.
Well, I will say my kids really like it.
Yeah, I love it.
And
That's
Paul
good.
likes it, so. I will say I saw the original Aladdin cartoon an obscene amount of times as a child.
Oh, absolutely.
I would
Memorized
rewind it to memorize the songs and sit
Oh,
there.
I can't watch
I
it
had a
anymore. The
pet
Muslims went
Raja
too good.
stuffed animal.
You did.
I was Jasmine for other things.
You know what?
She repents for that too.
L
apparently.
O.
No.
Jay, do tell the story. What happened?
This is what happened.
What happened was
Tina is holding Theo. In my mind, I could swear up and down. I remember his name was Sebastian. I don't know why. I don't know where I pulled that from.
Well, Sebastian and Theodore are kind of in that same genre.
No. I mean, like, I get it, but like, also, that's not his name. And so I'm like, oh, hello, little Sebastian. And Tina's like, who's that? And I'm like, oh no, Theodore. Theo, hi, little Theo. I'm so sorry, but can I tell you that this baby had like the sidest of eyes when I called him the wrong name? Like, he looked up at me and was like, that is not my name. Get away from me. And so then I told Jay, because then I felt bad. So then I was like, I totally called your son Sebastian. And he goes, I don't know who that is. And I'm like, I don't know either. I'm so sorry.
That's so funny.
I felt so bad.
That's
I
so
do
funny.
apologize.
Jay, I get it.
Is the movie Ariel is like Sebastian the prince?
The
The
fish.
crab.
Oh,
What?
the crab.
Y'all are all wrong. The prince.
Oh no,
the
Sebastian
fish?
is the crab.
Yeah.
Wait, who's the
Flounder.
fish's name?
Prince Eric.
Flounder.
Yeah, and then Prince Eric.
Yeah.
Baby
No,
Theo.
Theo is way cuter than Sebastian as
Yes.
a name for sure. But like that Theodore, they're the same like age.
Like old
You know,
school,
like when names were
Victorian
popular.
type. Yeah, I got you. But
Yeah,
no,
they're not like the
No.
same.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I still
listen,
don't know.
no one's name is older than my name. Do you know the last time Virginia made it in the top, even the top, 50 baby names of popularity?
1952.
It was like 1930
Oh,
or 1910. It was literally over 100 years ago.
well,
Theo's
Okay.
at the top.
the
Theo's in
last
top
time Paris
25
was
right now, I
popular
guarantee it.
was
I guarantee.
ancient Greece.
Paris Hilton, and then what
Paris
was the
Hilton.
other Paris?
There was a
Paris.
boom.
Oh no,
Paris Jackson.
Paris Jackson.
Michael Jackson's daughter.
Speaking of Michael Jackson, I saw a reel that was this mom saying that it's not Mama say Mama Saba Makusa.
It's not. It's I'ma say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop. I'ma say it one more time. I'm not gonna stop.
Just found out.
But I don't care.
I'm today years old when I learned that.
So your name, Jay said. So your name was popular when the state was founded.
LOL.
You know,
You ain't
Virginia.
wrong, man. I mean, Virginia was,
named-
Virginia
was founded in the
was a
1700s, but
commonwealth.
like
It's
cool.
it's named after the Queen of England, a Queen of England,
Yeah.
The Virgin Queen Elizabeth.
who allegedly
fact.
never had kids because she wanted to stick it to her daddy. Which
You
good
know
for
what?
her.
It tracks. Tracks. I mean, her
Mama
name's
say,
not
Mama
Virginia,
say,
but
Mama
the
Kusa.
spirit is similar. Yeah.
Let's
We ain't
go.
no state. We're a state and a commonwealth.
We're a state and a commonwealth.
I mean, we're a commonwealth, but we're a state. You know what I mean? It's like the chicken or the egg.
Sic semper
Are
tyrannis.
That's right.
Oh man.
I mean, we got an exposed woman on our flag.
Well, Maryland's
Killing people.
named after Maryland.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's
who
lame.
Died
Queen
because she
Mary.
was terrible.
Yeah, Washington D.C. is kind of stupid.
Actually, wait, which Queen Mary was Bloody Mary or Mary who married William,
know.
and
I
that's why
thought
we
Bloody
have
Mary
Mary William
was just like a fake thing that
or
you say.
William
that-
Mary. No,
No, there
Bloody,
was a Mary. There was a Mary who went and wanted to murder
Queen
everybody.
Elizabeth's
Was she out butchering
half
lambs?
sister. No, she was Catholic, and so
We say it
she
Maryland.
She murdered a bunch of
Maryland.
Protestants. Like she killed a bunch of people. That's why they called her Bloody Mary.
Oh, jeez. I don't think
it was
any of us
Mary,
are.
Queen of Scots.
Mary, Queen of Scots. Yes, wasn't
I don't think any of us are
Merlin.
Maryland. Yeah, no, we're not Maryland.
Maryland.
No, Maryland.
Have y'all seen
Like a
that
mare.
meme? That's
like a
like,
horse. Maryland.
have you seen that meme? That's like, ask a Maryland person to say, Aaron ironed a broken urn or something like that, and it's like urn.
You bet there's some funny ones the same thing about like Boston, you know?
Boston.
Packet.
You're pack and
You're
the
wicked
Boston.
smart.
Wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
Maryland.
Merlin.
Yeah. Well, just like
Maryland.
my family says Crimma.
Mercrimma.
Mercrimma. Mercrimma.
Mercrimma.
And my family says North Kakalaka way more times than I'd
Oh,
like
North
to admit, so-
Kakalaki. If
Kakalaki.
you've lived in North Carolina, yeah, North Kakalaka. Or cackalack,
I was
cackalacky.
talking to somebody at church because we were going to Pennsylvania, and I was talking about how I wanted to go to Pennsylvania more, and I was going to see some sites, and I know he's from Pennsylvania, so I was like, tell me like where all the spots are, and I was like, so I said, yeah, I don't know, I get weirdness pops out of my mouth.
A spot of tea.
I want to know where all the spots are. And he was like, I was like, yeah, you know, I know there's Lancaster. And he was like, get that Southern accent out of your mouth. I was like, he goes, it's a Lancaster. It's like,
Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Okay.
It sounds so much better. Lancaster.
I'm so sorry. Lancaster.
You can tell me it all day. I'm gonna still say.
Well, in this
Lancaster.
area, it's
Lancaster.
like Virginia's weird because it's like not quite
Rude.
full south, but it's not north. So you get this weird half and half accent around here a lot of time. And like,
Where we're going.
you know,
We
people
don't need any
saying,
turn
instead of saying
signals.
frustrated, people saying,
Maryland sign. You're not wrong.
Portsmouth.
You're not wrong.
Norfolk.
It's my favorite. Yeah. It's Marty. Marty's like, Doc, we don't have any turn signals. Marty, where we're going, we won't need any turn signals.
signals.
As the love of the
Maryland.
Maryland side.
I get it. It's all coming together now.
It's so good.
It's all coming together.
Sorry, Rachel.
it is one of the best memes.
It is one of my favorite ones right now is there's a Taylor Swift song where she says you wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they raised me, and then it's the sign for the
That's where that's from.
the what do they call it?
The mixing bowl.
The mixing bowl. So it's like the exits of
Baltimore,
all of the
Tysons, Virginia.
mixing bowl. It's like you wouldn't last an hour in the asylum where they and I'm like, you know what? It takes a special person. You got to be born here to try to navigate this mess.
That's the truth.
It's a lot.
That's the truth.
It takes a while.
This is the true truth.
That's the truth. Y'all remember that commercial? There was like one of those Geico commercials or some insurance company. They're trying to stay relevant, and so they were staging these fake commercials with fake people who were like, yeah. And so this one guy, he was a rapper, and his name was Truth. And so he had all this hype crew be like, "That's the truth. That's the truth."
No, I
Just
don't.
Stuck in my head.
That was Geico, wasn't it? Geico had the wildest commercials.
It was a hot mess. Early 2000s. It was a wild place to be, y'all.
I like the Mayhem commercials.
I loved the Mayhem
I am
commercials.
Mayhem.
Oh, it's good.
Those were, what was
so
that,
good.
Nationwide? Or
Or
no, that was
Allstate.
Allstate. Yeah. He was my favorite, I think. That and I don't know. I was here in like the early 2000s, so the Eastern Motor song is like that stays
That
rent free.
freaked me out last week when we were talking about that. It was so funny. Your job's your credit.
Which is, when you think about it, that's actually terrible because that means your credit is so bad.
So bad. The fact that you have a job is good enough. Can you imagine what the interest rates on those things were?
10% easily.
30. Try again. Like,
The
think about
Old
it.
Spice commercial. Look at your what was it? Look at your man. Now back to me. Now look at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me.
Do you remember when they had Fabio? Or like they had the guy who either was the long blonde hair guy that he
Fabio,
Oh.
yeah, he was on the cover of
either
all
was
the
Fabio
80s
or was
romance
someone
books.
who looked like Fabio for
Yes,
the
with the
Old Spice
long blonde
commercial.
hair.
Side notes: I have a slim, tiny celebrity connection to Fabio.
Do you
Ooh,
really?
Tell me.
Very, very loose. Just
Are
very
y'all
loose.
related?
It's a thread that'll fall apart if you pull it. There was somebody I know who I worked with who is a motorcyclist who is also handicapped. So he had like a bum leg or whatever, but he's a motorcyclist. I don't know if Paris got to meet him or not. He might have left the motorcycle dealership before she got there. He met Fabio because apparently Fabio is a huge motorcycle enthusiast and the man owns like hundreds of bikes. Like apparently
Did
on
this
his
guy
property.
have long hair?
Yes.
With the name begins with a T?
I don't remember.
I love him. I know who you're talking about.
But anyway.
He's my favorite.
He so he met up. I don't know that he just hit it off. Like he talked to him at some motorcycle meetup and then he became friends with him loosely enough that he got invited to his house. So this guy, he's been to Fabio's house. Apparently Fabio had bought so many motorcycles. He has a giant tent on his property to house like at least 100 motorcycles. I thought that was interesting.
Well,
I
did
never
you
would have
know-
known that.
That's actually really cool. I could Fabio riding a motorcycle actually seems super fun.
I feel
seems
like that
great.
checks out.
Oh, check
Yeah,
it out.
that's the only
There you
thing.
go.
There's the meme.
Marlon welcomes you. Enjoy
Oh, I
your
can't
visit.
see it.
But Doc, we don't have any turn signals. He's put the meme up on the screen.
Yeah, I tossed it on the end.
LOL.
Oh yes, it doesn't show up on my behind the
Which is
scenes
like,
look,
yeah,
but
you're
I got
behind the
YouTube
scenes,
pulled
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny.
The
I have a connection to Dave Bautista from Guardians of the Galaxy.
You do? Okay,
I
first
do.
of all, I
actually have multiple
low-key-
connections to Dave Bautista.
Can I just say that I really, really hate that Dave Bautista has been like all the cool stuff that he did before Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's all we know him for. That's
yeah, no,
it.
he was already a celebrity before Guardians. I mean, as most people are before they get into a major motion picture, they're usually already somewhat famous. But yeah, he was already famous when he used to go to the gym that I worked at for 5 years.
Oh wow.
So there was a lot of yeah,
I didn't know that.
in our area, in
That's
our local
crazy.
Northern Virginia, Alexandria area. He did.
That's
He went there. He
crazy.
went there for a while, and then he moved. And then he would only come back and visit. And so when he came in, everyone was like, "Yo, Dave, what's up, man?" It was like one of
Okay,
those
that's
things.
cool.
It was cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. I have I knew where Robert De Niro's house was in
Truth.
not not Aldi. What's past Aldi?
Lidl. I couldn't help it.
You go down 50, you go all the way down 50 or 29, whichever one.
Nokesville?
And you pass Aldi, and then you go into
Isn't it like Nokesville?
no,
Or
it's another town. Anyways, whatever that town was, I knew exactly where his house was. I knew where The Rock's house was when he had a house in Reston. And I have a loose connection to Susan Sarandon
hey now.
because my mom's hairdresser for many years was her sister who looked exactly
Really?
like her. Yes.
How interesting.
And let's see, I met Governor Northam before he was governor. I had lunch with him and he asked me how I could make the young Middleburg. Yes. He
Middleburg's
asked
a
me-
great town.
It
to
is
go
a great
visit.
town.
It is. Yeah.
He asked me how he could get the young people to vote, and I told him memes.
Me legit memes.
He was like, the young people are really important. I mean, how can we get voters like you to vote? And I was like, memes. Just make memes. Do what the other guy is doing and just make a fool of yourself on TV. You'll get voted for.
Not wrong.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that's interesting, Jay.
That's so cool.
That is
I
interesting.
like Ty Tribbett, too.
Is he as eccentric as I think he is?
He's totally.
As he seems? He seems like he's real
He's
out
so
there.
excited.
I saw Emma Stark in the flesh.
Me too.
Our Christian celebrity.
She waved at me.
Emma Stark came to our church. Did we forget to mention that for the 500th time?
Oh my gosh, it's just too funny.
I talked to Pastor Mark. Who else has come to our church? Joshua Mills came to our church, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's always excited.
He is so excited all the time.
Yeah. Do
The
we want to do
Binions
any?
came to our church. That was exciting.
came. I
And
had no idea who
was
they were.
starstruck.
But I had no idea who they were before they came. But their
Literally,
music was great.
Prof. I don't know if you guys remember this, but like 2 weeks beforehand, Prof was like, "You guys need to listen to this album," and I was like, "Whatever you say, Prof." I got the album, had already listened to all the songs, had memorized over half of them, was super excited. So when I saw them at the thingy, I already knew the songs, and I was just like, "Yeah!" To every song that they were doing. It's like, I know these words. Yeah. I love these guys. Yeah. And then I went up to them and I was just like, I went up to Nicole and I'm just like, I love your voice. You have such a beautiful voice. But this was before I learned that even though they're semi-famous, but they're Christians, they're still people. So I was just completely starstruck. I'm just like, I love your music. I think you're wonderful. Thank you so much for coming to our conference.
Their music is great.
And she was so sweet.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think I was geeking out to Rachel. And I'm just like, And Rachel's like, she's a person. It's okay.
I don't remember
She's a
this.
person who loves Jesus. This is when you were pregnant with Junie,
Rachel,
so you were super
who
nice.
would be someone that you would actually fangirl? Would there be? Is there
Super
anyone
duper nice.
that would make you like be verklempt?
Probably not,
Verklempt.
but I would be
They do need to come back.
I would be stoked if I could have a conversation with Jordan Peterson.
Same.
That tracks.
Really fun to talk to.
Like
That
just
tracks.
have a quick, even if it's just a quick conversation. There's some historical people that if they came back to life and I talked to them, I'd be like,
Okay, like who?
Okay,
Like who?
wait. So you could have a table like what back in the day they
Yes.
used to call salons.
Round table.
Yeah. So if you could have a round table discussion with 5 people, alive or dead, who would it be?
oh, alive or dead?
Hey, Danita, happy Mother's Day.
Danita, happy Mama's Day, Mama. You're beautiful.
Okay, if I could have, maybe we can just
You're
go all the way
beautiful.
around and we can all do this.
Yeah.
Well, one would be April's asking who I missed it.
Jordan Peterson was her first choice.
Oh. Okay. Bible character.
Okay.
I mean, we're just gonna put Jesus. Okay, Jesus is like
no. Jesus is
not an option.
hosting.
Outside of the Trinity, because
Outside
they're
of
they're a
Jesus.
given.
Jesus is
They're a given.
hosting and like they're God's cooking in the kitchen and Holy Spirit is like getting everybody together.
Okay,
I don't know.
I would want to talk to Ezekiel.
Okay.
He would be my Bible character if I
Okay.
only had one. Historical figure. Ooh, male historical figure.
I mean, you don't have
There's
to
just
limit
too
yourself.
many to count.
We can come back to you.
We can come back to me. No, I mean,
I'm
I really
curious.
I really appreciate a lot of like the saints from the past, like Charles Finney. I'd love to talk to him.
Brother Lawrence.
Brother Lawrence. Yeah. Like all these people who wrote books and stuff that I'm reading. Andrew Murray. Like if I like to be able to read their books from like 100 years ago or whatever and then actually talk to them, that would be really
Whose homeboy we
really
just
cool.
finished reading? Our favorite
Watchman
Watchman
Nee.
Nee.
Watchman Nee. Yeah. he's
Yeah.
legit.
I would love to talk to Tolkien and C.S. Lewis.
What about the?
I would have been loved to have been part of the Inklings, or what are they? Was it the Inklings, the group that the writing group they had, where C.S. Lewis and Tolkien? I think it was called. They had a nickname for their
I
group.
didn't even
cool.
know they were in a writing group
Me
together.
neither.
They were. That's how C.S. Lewis and Tolkien were friends, and they also got into
knew they
fights
were
about how they
friends.
should write Christian fantasy.
Yeah, I did know that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That makes me excited.
Who would yours be, Jenny?
Oh, geez. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you want to think about it?
I was just interested in whatever Rachel's answer was. I didn't know we were going
I'm trying
around.
to think of a woman. I'm trying to think of like if I could pull a woman out of a hat to talk to.
Yeah. That lady who stabbed the dude, I'd talk to her. In Judges.
Oh,
Stake through
JL.
the head.
Yeah.
JL, my lady. I would talk to her. If it was a Bible character, I would also want to talk to Ezekiel because I would be like, but how did you feel when God was saying them things? Because I
I'd
know
talk to
how
John
I
the Baptist.
Felt. I would love to talk to
and
John the
Peter.
Baptist.
I want to talk to
I
both
would
of
like
them.
to talk to Peter just so I can sympathize with him and be like, same, bro. It's okay.
A part of me wants to talk to Paul so I can be like, but really, like, what are you really like? Like, that's what for sure.
I would want to see historical characters. I would want to talk to Joan of Arc because I would really want to know, like,
You really want to know if she had a religious experience or if she was actually high?
or like possessed or, something. I just think there aren't many like people who are like, these are visions from God and like, these are actual prophecies. So like, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. I would want to talk to, I'd want to talk to JFK.
in the chat if there's famous people or things you'd want to
messages
talk
keep
to.
getting redacted. It's taking his messages away.
I'd want to talk to JFK, I feel like, or like Robert Kennedy.
Oh,
Because I have some questions.
Eleanor Roosevelt. I think she'd be fascinating to talk to her.
She would be fascinating.
Yeah.
Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
I remember my mom when she was in college. Well, as an adult, when I was like at the end of my high school experience, or maybe in early college. My mom was in college. She was taking this like women's studies class, and she had to do this huge project on Eleanor Roosevelt.
Derek
And so
Prince.
then for like weeks, she was just like spewing Eleanor Roosevelt facts and things. And that's one of the reasons why Eleanor has stuck in my head for all these years as a name for my daughter. Is because,
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Paul,
It's like 50% Eleanor Roosevelt. Not 50. It's like a mixture between Eleanor Roosevelt having an old school name that's really beautiful and the car from Gone in 60 Seconds. Shout out to those 1964 Mustang hatchback.
Paul wanted to put in his 2 cents. He said he'd want to talk to Derek Prince.
Derek Prince would
Yeah.
be cool. I would love to talk to Uncle Kevin.
He's alive right now.
I know he is, but I would still want to talk to him.
Yeah, can we just sit down with
We
you though?
call him
Can we
Uncle
just, like,
Kevin,
chat?
but his name is Kevin Zadai. So if you
Yes.
don't know what
But we
she's
watch him
referring
so
to.
much that he's just Uncle Kevin, and it's Rachel's fault.
I didn't realize that it rubbed off on my kids because when we were talking to your dad and Henry's like, well, his name
was
is
so
something
cute.
different, but we call him Uncle Kevin.
That was so cute. It's like we got from this guy named Uncle Kevin. I love it.
He's not really our uncle, but we call him Uncle Kevin.
Stupid.
Ooh, you know who else I would like to talk to? Oh, Smith Wigglesworth.
Yes.
Because I know that man was a G. Like there are Smith Wigglesworth stories that are, and I mean that in like not like a literal sense, but in like the figurative, he was really cool sense. Because the stories that are like the Smith Wigglesworth stories, I have to get me some of that, you know?
You know we have to do this because what you just said.
very good at it.
Miss Waitel. Miss Waitel, do not type the deep magic to me. You went. I was there when it was when.
It never gets old. It's good every time.
Oh my gosh.
Just reminding me
Now,
of the
here's the
Kentucky
thing.
Fried
Do we need to rein it in or have we lost everybody in the audience?
Is anybody
it
out
was
there?
good.
Have we
If
gone
you guys are
down
just
reminiscing
catching the
lane?
show, we do not have a plan or a structure this evening.
That's why I'm hitting
Yeah,
Welcome
left
to the
button.
pandemonium.
Wild card
That's why
Monday.
you make
Welcome,
things
gentlemen.
like this.
Pandemonium.
Anything sure?
Okay, Paris.
Da.
Danita's here, and so is Jay. I think it is time to reintroduce your Christian Anything Show rap.
Oh, Danita and Jay. Well, they could always catch it on the replay. But I got y'all.
no. Why not? Why deny them the treasure that it is right now?
Okay, but I need like a.
You need to get into character, though.
I'll give you a disco ball.
It's 8:30 now when we're ready to go. Come hang out with your friends from the Sevenfold. We got Rachel, Jenny, Paris, and producer man Paul coming at you live to be with all of y'all. We're gonna make you laugh. Yeah, we're so hilarious, but don't forget about the Saints. Be serious. No, we shnanned once and we gonna shnand again. Don't forget to comment and share it with a friend. Paul, that's distracting. Here we are now. Anything can happen. You gotta get ready, buckle up, and strap in. It's time to get started. Yeah, we're on a roll. Welcome, y'all, to Christian Anything Show.
Yeah! It's so good. That was great. That was great.
So, Jay and Danita, that's for you. You don't have to catch it on the replay. You can hear it live.
Live right now. Right now for you.
Cause that is my my rap name. Queen P. Eiffel Tower. Vivi, Mademoiselle.
A Queen P, a baby.
I've been working on my accents all this week. I was talking to my dog and I was just like, I forgot what I was saying to her. Oh, it was a thunderstorm and I was like, don't worry, Carter. Everything will be okay.
You want to know how to do a
thunder
good
will
French
pass.
accent? A good French accent, all you have to do is squish your mouth to make it as small as possible, and then don't move your tongue a lot. You keep your tongue very small in your no. Hold on, we switched to Spanish. Slightly Hispanic. Just keep your mouth very small and very petit.
Shoo.
Right here,
Yo,
you speak the
petit.
French accent. Yes. Oui. You know how they say yeah in French?
Yeah.
They go way.
Wait.
Instead of we, it's way. Way. Oui.
I love the Korean dramas because they're like their hey is y'all instead of hey, it's like hey, it's like y'all. I'm like, that's the best ever.
I love watching you do it. That's the best ever.
I love
See,
Korean
you guys
dramas.
don't like, you're not into the meme culture as much as I am, but all I see is like the vine of this kid. He got smacked with the head in the basket with the basketball, and he's just like, yeah.
Isn't Vine dead? Hasn't Vine been dead for like 7 years? 17.
But the memories
12.
live on.
Oh my God.
Elon said he might bring it back. So.
Okay.
Did he really?
We are at
Well,
59, 50. Well, we just hit
59,
an hour.
59. We are officially
This is make or break
at the
time.
1 hour.
What are we doing?
We can go.
We're going to leave
home.
now. We're going to end the show right before it gets to 1 hour.
Okay, bye.
No, it's already 1 hour.
It's 1 hour and 12 seconds.
Now we're here for another half hour. That's it. That's just
Time for this.
Hey,
lost.
y'all. If you guys like us,
Oh,
if
I
you
thought it was a
love
recording.
us, if you hate us or can't stand us, we don't care. Considering supporting the ministry monetarily. Take your love, put it into dollars. Take your hate and put it into dollars. You can scan this code. We are a registered 501c3, which means that we are an official charity. Which means when you give us money, you get a little receipt for your tax write-off for the end of the tax year. Everybody give a round of applause for We Love Tax Breaks. Woo! So you could do that. You scan the QR code. You can also go to our website, sevenfold.com, and you click on the pretty donate button that Virginia done made because she is a designer extraordinaire. I don't know what the French accent is. I'm trying to do.
extraordinaire. It's extraordinaire.
It is happening.
Same word.
But you can do that. Also, you don't have to support the ministry monetarily if you don't want to or simply do not has the dollars. It is okay. You can follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I said that already.
Share.
You can share, comment, subscribe to all of our channels. Every single one. I don't know how many we have, but
There's
can
many.
go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We have 3. We have 3 channels.
Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Oh, and YouTube. Yeah. Go to Sevenfold.
Although to be fair, we're focusing on YouTube. So
We
you
are.
can go
Okay,
to Instagram.
so
and
then you
Facebook,
can go to
but we-
YouTube, and then like if you really love us, you can like go through all of our shorts, and you can just like double click all of them and scroll. Double click and scroll. Double click and scroll. Double click and scroll. Paul is a dinosaur, so he's like and I'm like, but you know, us millennials and crew know that the double click is the like. Double click, scroll, double click, scroll.
I got nothing to add. You did a great
If
job.
you guys have ever heard the phrase in for a penny, in for a pound,
If you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound.
that
yeah?
is the definition of that in the dictionary is Paris. She is all in when she's all in. She's all in.
all in. I got
There is
that.
no in between.
I got that lovely compliment from a person or on a trip that I took at the church, and they said Paris signs up for anything and she goes in all in. It don't matter what the thing is. She may not know what the thing is, but she's volunteering for it and she's going all in. And you know what? That's my personality. You give me a job, I'm gonna be like, let's go.
Let's do this.
Unless my
good.
ADHD gets in the way and then I forget. So, you know, there is that.
Well, I found out that the all-in thing is the ADHD thing, so it works both sides.
It's a superpower. It's a superpower.
I like the energy. I like it. It's vibing. Gut over here. I got nothing to add. That was great. I'm here for it. If there's things that you like about the show or things that you're like meh about the show, you can drop it in a comment. You can email us. I'm sorry, my screen keeps shaking. You can email us at connect@sevenfold.com. Connect@thesevenfold.com.
Yeah.
And you can just let us know. Be like, hey, this is great. Hey, that's not so great. What's it called? The length of the show. The length of the show. Is an hour okay? Or maybe 8:30 is not okay. Maybe it should be 9. Maybe it should be 7. I don't know. You let us know. Chit chat about it.
Scroll.
Just tell
Double
us.
click, scroll.
Double click and scroll. Double click and scroll. Woo!
That's what we got.
Gotta love it.
We're all in this together.
Oh my gosh.
And it shows when we end. Wait, I used to know that. We're all in this together.
Well,
We
that's it.
are
We're done
world
for the
stars.
show. We love you guys. Have a great night. It's been fun. It's been real.
This train went off the rails.
The train never even
Wait, can I say it? Can I say it?
Here we go. Here we go.
Wow.
Oh my God.
It's like everything at once. I can't handle it, Paul. It's too much.
It is the graphics overload.
Yeah, I got nothing for that.
Okay, so long. Farewell.
Farewell
to
to you,
our
our
friends. Goodbye.
Goodbye
For now. Until we meet again. It's been great to play and sing together in
on
the
the show.
studio. Or on the show. But now it's time to say goodbye. Blah, ba, da, 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 da.
I don't know this song. I actually
She's too
don't
old for Out of the
plan
Box. And to be fair, I'm too old
learn
for
it.
Out of the Box, but I was told to babysit my sister while she watched TV shows. So that's why you and I know all the same things.
Because Mary and I are the same age.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Fun fact. Sevenfold. All right, let's go, Ball.
Paul, take us out.
All right, take us out
Love
to
y'all.
fireworks.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Farewell. See you next time.